From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
Good evening, and this is LA with your top crypto investment picks of 2021. Your top coins to choose in the cryptocurrency space. The cryptocurrency crash today, and where are we going in this cryptocurrency market tonight? Early this morning, I went live on air as the cryptocurrency markets crashed a second time this week. I'll be going over what happened this morning, what's happening tonight, how you need to know which coins to buy, what price points to buy, and what are the best coins to purchase even in a down market. It's confusing, but I'm going to make it simple. For beginners and for advanced viewers as well, it's a big day and a big night. Thank you for joining me on Crypto Night here on LA. Thank you for joining me. Boy, what a night it has been. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. This is the fastest growing cryptocurrency channel there is. 400,000 subscribers in 1 year, a YouTube record, on the way to 1 million. So subscribe. Also like this video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. We have 2 shows per day, actually 3 now. 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, and then our overnight show. Let me go over what's happening tonight. Tonight, the market is still downdrafting, so we have not found what's called the bottom in the market yet. And I do not want you currently purchasing coins just yet. Several days ago, there was a cryptocurrency correction or market crash as China announced that it was banning financial institutions and any organization or business organization from engaging in cryptocurrency operations in the country of China. It still allowed citizens to purchase and sell cryptocurrency in that statement. Then this morning, at the sun rising here in Los Angeles, I went on live as the announcement came in, as the Chinese government then signaled that it would be banning mining of Bitcoin in China. And then the second half of the sentence said it wanted to further take other steps to protect its Chinese citizens. The collective statements of the two press releases from the Chinese government this week signal that 1, they want to end cryptocurrency in their country. 2, that the mining may not only be banned for Bitcoin, but also for all coins and other coins across the board. And number 3, more legislation to ban cryptocurrency completely outright in the People's Republic of China could be coming. Here's what you need to know of why today's announcement was far more significant than the one 2 days before. Because a lot of the mining of coins is done in China. And that ultimately a lot of the operations of cryptocurrency is dependent upon those operations in China. And if China bans them, then the market will take a hit and it won't rebound in a few hours, let alone a few days or a few weeks. That type of move is a major move that could change the industry dramatically and could take several weeks to several months to rebound. So do not think that this is a quick fix situation because of the severity of the substantive statement from the People's Republic of China. All right, so then, when we first saw a market crash earlier this week, what I advised viewers at that time, and it still remains my advice tonight on choosing your top cryptocurrency picks across 2021, is the following. I told viewers when that first market crash hit that you should use 2 benchmarks in determining whether we have found the bottom or whether the market is still going to get worse before purchasing. I told viewers do not purchase as we're downdrafting, as prices are falling. Do not buy yet because we still could go down a lot. And that ultimately something you buy $10 could be worth $8 in just a few hours. And the next day it could be worth $4. So you don't want to buy as things are falling. You want to buy when you found the bottom, the foundation, the bottom of the crash. And when the first crash hit, I said we could expect another 10% correction this week, and it happened this morning. But let me go over what I said during the first crash, which was I wanted you to use 2 benchmarks. I still have those benchmarks tonight, but I got to revise them because we've already made those benchmarks. My benchmarks were if Bitcoin BTC gets to 35,000 or less, or Ethereum gets to 2,500 or less, do not absolutely buy because you're going to see a further dip. I said if we saw market resistance there, meaning that it would hold up, it wouldn't go below those levels, it would stay above those levels, and stay above those levels for about a week, then we would be good. Then perhaps we found the bottom. But if I said if they broke below those levels, then we're still going down. We're still not at the bottom. And tonight, we've broken through those levels. Ethereum has broken through those levels. Bitcoin has broken through those levels. Now, they are going up and down, and they're not consistently below the levels. But the fact that they reached those levels today in a second downturn is a bad signal. Also a bad signal is that the crash was this morning, and the time of this recording is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So the crash happened this morning about 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, that time again. More about that strange 6 a.m. time. But we're currently at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday, which is generally an up day. More about that coming up in a second. So this is a double bad signal. The first bad signal is we hit those benchmarks where I said we can get worse. And second, we're still downdrafting later in the day. So what should you know? First, if we see the market, if we see Bitcoin and Ethereum still stay below those levels, 35,000 for Bitcoin and 2,500 for Ethereum, for a protracted period of time of a few days, then you know it is not time to get into the market yet. Second, it's important to understand that the severity of this news from China is very game-changing. It could change this industry for a while. This is not a nominal news statement. Number three is that when choosing your altcoins, tonight I'm going to do something different for you. I'm literally not only going to choose your coins for you, but I'm going to choose your price points and say, I want you to focus on these price points. What are we doing here tonight? So what I'm going to show you is that charts are exhibiting, when you're looking at the charts of your respective coins, they're exhibiting trends. They went up certain period of time and they went down. Now they're on down. Now that they're on the down tick, we're going to look at when they went up. We're going to look at when they went up the hill. And now that they're going down the hill, I want you to look at when they started going up the hill as a price point indication of when to buy now they're going down the hill. Very simple. Let's say, for example, just to start, coin LALATE started racing up in February, but was flat before February, and now is heading to early March numbers. Is downdraft so much that is early March numbers. Well, then clearly I would say watch for those February numbers, because if we currently hit February prices on Tonecoin, then at that point you have to understand, hey, maybe we are finding the bottom. All right, let me go into the examples and let's go into the split screen right now. But first, I want to go over why today's timing of the market crash is so peculiar. The market crash early this week was about 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The one today was, again, 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, it was time to when a press release came out of the People's Republic of China. And yeah, the press releases came out at sort of the same time. But it's strange that this is happening with such routine occurrences. That's the first one. The second one is that today is Friday. And you know what I tell you about Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on this channel. Friday is generally when the market's up. Friday to Saturday morning at about 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is generally when the market's up. And I always tell you, if you want to sell, Saturday before 11 a.m., the last 2 weeks is the epiphany. That 2 weeks ago was when you could have gotten out of Doge at 70 cents before the SNL appearance. Saturday at 11 a.m. By Saturday at 11 a.m., it starts to downdraft, and now it's going down the hill. And it goes all the way down the hill until about Monday morning. Sometimes there's a little uptick at the end of Sunday. So the fact that we're going down still on a Friday night is not a good signal. It's not a good signal because this is generally when the market trades up. Now, the night is still young. The night is still young. But let's pull up some coins and let's look at where the coins are going. You know the coins that I recommend on this channel before the crash. I'm still recommending the coins, but tonight I'm going to give you price points. So you don't have to, you can get even more insight, more information, and more understanding of where to buy the coin. Polygon, Cardano, KUSAMA, Aave are my 4 picks, and I've added Solana and Synthetic, of course, to them as well. So Solana, Synthetic, and then Polygon, Cardano, KUSAMA, and Aave. Of those 6 coins, are certain coins better coming out, going after 2 crashes this week? Yeah, Polygon and Solana and Synthetic look better after these 2 crashes today. Of the ones that look the least best is Aave, and Cardano is not looking that good at all. You're going to see why I don't think Cardano's looking good. And it's based upon the chart. Remember, when buying a coin, a slide is not a dip. This is a slide. This was done before the 2 crashes. And buying on a dip looks like this. So if you don't see the coin going up substantially, then you have not reached the bottom. All right, let's go into the split screen and let me go over what's going on with the coins tonight. Actually, before I do the split screen, let me just give you the price points. So get a pen and paper ready. Because the market changes so quickly, I didn't make graphics for this tonight, but get a pen and paper ready. I'm going to tell you the coins, and I'm going to tell you where I want you to try to focus in on buying them. Synthetic. I think it could reach January 24 lows and get near $14.29. So focus in on $14.29 on synthetic. I think it could reach down to its January 24 lows. So what am I saying when I say January 24 lows? Then the fact that that is several months ago, you're gonna have to pull out. You're gonna go out on your chart, 3-month, 6-month chart. You're gonna see how that chart looks, and you're gonna see that basically we went up and we're going back down, and we're heading down towards those January 24 numbers. And so I want you to focus in on maybe getting it at those January 24 numbers, 1429. Okay, Polygon. I think you need to focus on May 1 numbers of about $1.30 or maybe even $1.07. Why is Polygon only May 1 numbers when synthetic is January 24 numbers? Very obvious. Polygon has not taken the type of hit as other coins have had. So that's an example. Polygon has not fallen as significantly as the synthetic. Synthetic is heading towards its January lows. Polygon is only heading to its May lows. So Polygon has held up quite nicely. But so where should you focus on Polygon? Try to get it like a 107 very aggressively, maybe a 139, but I think 107. Like look at the chart of Polygon around a May 1. All right, Cardano, not holding up as well. It is looking like it's heading towards April 23rd lows. So try to look at the April 23rd lows of Cardano. About a 121 is where you want to hope to maybe get it at or better. Again, these are generally where it should be or better. I don't. So I want you to be very patient. Just what I'm doing for you is giving you a number. Say, is it going to get to 120 or maybe it's going to get to 20? Oh, it's getting close. It's getting close. Maybe it'll drop. So I don't want you to put a purchase order in at 124. And please, I think this is sort of obvious. Don't put limit orders in that are open. If you don't know what a limit order is you can put in an order and just leave it alone and just go have lunch. Don't do that. If the market's crashing, the market's going down, you don't put a limit order in because here's an example. Let's say limit order is you're automatically telling the computer to purchase it if it drops that far. So let's say a coin is at $2. You put a limit order at $1.50 because I don't want to watch the computer. So you go out and have a lunch. You come back and it says execute. Oh, great. I got it. 150. What is it now? 99 cents. Yeah, that's why you don't put a limit order in. You put a limit order in if you're by the computer and you're watching the computer and it helps you in some way. But a limit order in a crashing market, you don't do. I do limit orders in an up market where we're going up really high. Every day is up, 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 and it doesn't downtick. And it's like, I can't get this thing. It's running up and running up and running. You don't do it on a downdraft because it's too dangerous. So don't do limit orders unless you really know what you're doing. If you've never heard of it, good, don't do it. All right, so Cardano, look for like a 121 on an April 23rd level. Doge, also look for April 23rd. Doge is heading towards its April 23rd lows. And yeah, I'm looking for 21 cents. Yes, 21 cents. I think you could get Doge at 21 cents. So if you're buying Doge now at 30 cents, I think it can go down to 21 cents. I think you go to April 23rd levels. Solana, also April 23rd levels, 35.12. Solana is a great coin. And can you imagine getting it at April 23rd levels? I mean, this is a great coin. No disrespect for the other coins, but Solana has held up really well during this run. And a lot of people got out of Bitcoin into Solana because a lot of analysts said to do that. But I think it could be heading to April 23rd levels. So look at the chart for April 23rd and focus in on a 35.12 for Solana. KUSAMA is taking a bigger hit. So KUSAMA is heading towards March levels. So KUSAMA, look at like a March 9th chart for KUSAMA and look at like a 250. And then finally, Shiba is just hitting it. It's getting really badly hit. So for Shiba, look at a May 6 level. I know. Some of the Shiba fans are just going to be, what? You're scaring me. Yeah, I think Shiba can go back to where it was about May 5th. If you look at the Shiba chart on May 5th, that's when it started to become popular. So I think Shiba could literally go all the way back to where it was about a few days before the SNL appearance. Yeah, because that's when Shiba made its run, right that Saturday, that Friday before the SNL appearance. I think that's where Shiba could go back to. So let me recap again. Synthetic, $14.29, like a January 24 chart. Look at it. Polygon, $1.39, maybe $1.07. Look at a May 1 chart. Cardano, $1.21. Look at an April 23rd chart. Doge, 21 cents. Look at it, April 23rd. Solana, 35.12 on April 23rd. KUSAMA, 250 on March 9. And Shiba, May 6. So should you be buying tonight? No. No, you should not be buying tonight. We are still in a down market. Let me pull out some charts and let's look and see how we are falling. So why would you buy here? Here is not good. This is a tight chart. This is the last few hours. You would not buy this. I mean, why would you buy this? It just went out. Let's just jump over to Ether. So here we go. I mean, you see my mouse. Look at what's going on today. This morning I said, if Ethereum gets to 2,500, we've broken through my warning signal. Well, it did. And here we go. See, this is what I said. I said, if Ethereum falls below 2,500, your warning signals should go off. My warning to you 2 days ago is if Ethereum again goes under 2,500 or Bitcoin goes under 35,000, do not buy. Do not buy because we're heading further down. We're heading further down, at least another 10%. And do not buy because we're going to get worse. And this morning, when I made that statement again, reminding viewers not to buy, Ethereum did fall below 2,500. Bitcoin had not. Bitcoin has fallen to 33,000 today, but it has not stayed below 33,000. Ethereum's story is worse. Look at this. It stayed under 2,500. It's gone down to 2,100. Yeah. So this is an example of bad news. This is not a good chart. This is not a good chart. And so you see this drop. I mean, consider Ethereum was, what was it, a couple thousand more just a few days ago. Look at the red of this. 2,500. I said, don't buy if it gets near 2,500. Stay away from any coins. Your altcoin purchases should not happen. Do not buy any altcoins. Do not buy any coins. If Ethereum got under 2,500, my warning 2 days ago, here we go. Here we go. So you do not want to be buying anything. So what happens if Ethereum goes to 2,600 for 2 hours? Should you buy? Absolutely not. If over any protracted time or any consistent amount of time, Ethereum is down this low, you should not be buying anything in this market. We're not at the bottom. How do we know when we're at the bottom? I'll tell you. I mean, we'll take a look, but look at Doge here. I mean, so here is Doge. Look at this. 33 cents. Look at this chart. Look how bad this chart is. There is nothing good about this chart. Now, you know how I do it on this channel. I'm not a fan. I'm not wearing t-shirts. I don't have stuffed dolls of Dogecoin in my set. I don't have Doge lamps. I don't have, Doge visors. I'm here to have people make money. I want people to make money. I don't care if it's Doge or Moj. But here, this is a horrible chart. If you have Doge, well, you're going to have to hold it. You don't want to sell it, but boy, I would absolutely not buy it here. Now, I have had some viewers who found me as this channel's been growing in the last 2 days that were not viewers 2 days ago. So they bought it on the first crash. They've taken a hit. So they bought it around 39. So now they're down to 34. Not a bad downdraft. I mean, 6 cents is not a lot, but that is a concern. So there is where you want to know how we're heading. Let's jump into the split screen tonight. CoinMarketCap.com. CoinMarketCap.com in the description of this video. It is the best website to get a really good sense of the market. What I told you 2 days ago is the same tonight, is that you need to really look out now, almost 3 months on these charts. over the next almost week, you will not be able to stay in looking at a 7-day chart or a 1-day chart. It's a waste of time. It's a rose-colored glasses example. Why is an example? Here's how it happens. If a coin is $100 before these two crashes, and tonight it's $60, and then tomorrow you look at it, it's up 10%. Oh, wow, it's up to 10%. That's a lot. It's at $66. Yeah, it's lost $40. Pull out to the 3-month chart. Oh my God, I lost $40. So you don't want to be in tight on the charts on a 1 day, because it'll give false optimism that there's a pump. I hate the expression pump. YouTube has its own expressions, and a pump. There's a pump. There's a major pump coming. Oh, please. You're downdrafting. You're downdrafting. You're not even in a trading range. You're sliding. You're crashing. What major pump? Up 20 cents, 5 cents, 4 cents? Not Doge. I'm talking about, a $4 or $5 coin. So you don't want to just be a fan for the sake of being a fan. So let's look at the coins tonight. Any coins that are up 7-day at all at this point? Let's just look. Just for a surprise, let's see if there's any coin up. Oh, Polygon's up for 7 days. So, that shows you that Polygon, had you gotten into Polygon when I recommended it, not last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before that, you would still be up 3%. There is no coin in the top 17 of market capitalization that is still up for the 7th day. Let's pull out and see what coin is up the most. Any other coin up for 7 days. And there is no other coin up in the last 7 days, except Polygon. So that's an example of a really more stable coin. That's how we do it on this channel. We do more stable coins, but when a market's not crashing. So we do more stable coins that don't have wild rides. The market tonight is down 13% at the time of this recording. Bitcoin is at 37,000. It was at 33,000 earlier. Ethereum is at 2,400. I mean, can you imagine if Ethereum gets to 1,900 this weekend? It's down 13%. It is Ethereum and Bitcoin. If you've been with me for a few days now, a few weeks, you've seen that they've been down 5-10% every day. Can't keep on doing that, because if Ethereum is down another 5-10% every day, we will get to 1,500 on Ethereum. And that is what's important for you to remember, is that Bitcoin and Ethereum are the poster child of publicity for cryptocurrency. So while you may not be buying Ethereum and you may not be buying Bitcoin, if they are absolutely downdrafting, taking a hit, falling, and your coin is not particularly taking a hit, your coin may take a hit because the press will say cryptocurrency is crashing because of Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're not going to run a Polygon story. They're going to run an Ethereum and Bitcoin story. Cardano is down 14% tonight. Doge is down 11%. Let's pull out further on the chart and see what else. Solana is down 15%. Which coins are down the worst for the 7 days? Let's just take an interesting look at that. Oh boy. If you go to coinmarketcap.com and you go to the 7-day chart and you choose to see which coin is down the worst in the 7-day chart, take a guess. Just take one guess of which coin is down the worst in the last 7 days. You guessed it. Shiba. It's down nearly 57%. It has nearly lost all of its value from that pre-SNL ride. It started to ride the night before, the Saturday of Saturday Night Live, the night of the Elon Musk appearance. It has now lost almost all of its gains totally. And this is a coin that was up 1,000% about 2 weeks ago. The next worst coins, ironically, are EOS. Polkadot is in the 50%, down 50%. Huobi token down 50%. These are smaller coins on market capitalization, but Bitcoin Cash is in there. Uniswap is in the 56%. So this is a very, very down market. Are we at the bottom? No. Are we heading to the bottom? Yes. Are we going to be at the bottom tonight? I don't think so. I initially gave you, let's go back to my recommendations. I initially told you that if Ethereum drops under 2,500 and Bitcoin drops under 3,500, not to purchase. And you also have these guidance as to how low your coins can get. Should I give you another guidance as to how severe the situation is? I think that if Bitcoin stays below 35,000 all weekend long, or 33,000, or a very, God forbid, scary number, like a 31,000, it's literally going to get plastered across broadcast media, more so than even Ethereum 1900. It's going to get so plastered across media, and they'll basically say, see, China did that. See, China did that. And see, the market is potentially going to crypto winter. What's crypto winter? A time in which it's a bear market where coins are just down, down, down. Now, a lot of people got into cryptocurrency around January and February this year. A lot of people entered the industry around January, February this year. It's of no surprise that when I gave you my list of price points for you to look at, a lot of my price points were those April 23rd numbers, because April was about when a lot of coins started to make big runs. They had started to move a little bit in January, February, but the big pops started around April. And boy, if you see a lot of coins testing their March levels, their March lows, or their February lows, then we could get much worse. So here's an example. You pull up a chart, and the chart is like this, and that's this. You want to compare this over to where it was over here. So let's say this was March 30th. And we've gone up, and we're coming down, and we're right here. So we're a little bit above this. So we're not at March 30th levels. Well, then you certainly want to say, are we going to get to March 30th levels? Or are we going to get worse? Are we going to get to February 20th levels or February 1st levels? That's how you want to gauge the market. And how you can gauge that market is by looking at other coins that are market dominators like Bitcoin and Ethereum. If Ethereum starts to reach its February levels, or its March levels, or April levels, your coin could do that as well. And if you look at other coins which are similar in altcoin position, like looking at a Doge versus a Solana, or a Cardano versus a Solana, or a Polygon, Polygon's done better, a synthetic versus a KUSAMA maybe, then you'll see, okay, these two coins are both heading back to those February levels. We could get a lot worse. So that's why you have to be very cautious on how buying. So what's the recap going into tonight? The recap going into tonight is this morning at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, a second market crash happened for cryptocurrency. It started because the People's Republic of China issued a very scary news statement, which basically said it wants to shut down or ban mining of Bitcoin in China, and that it wants to prevent its citizens from getting exposed to the risks of cryptocurrency. The second part of the sentence is vague because they continually say they will allow residents to trade in China who are Chinese residents, but they keep on signaling that they may try to ban them altogether. And the suggestion that they're trying to ban mining of Bitcoin but not mining of other altcoins may tip off the suggestion that all mining in this People's Republic of China could be banned in the immediate future. If that's the case, the entire cryptocurrency could absolutely crash dramatically, because that's a substantive game changer. That is a substantive game changer. So, needless to say, when a country like China that is really just sort of cracking the whip, and you cannot predict how the whip is cracking, you want to know that it is not a place for a YouTuber to predict what China's going to do. China can literally just say anything, and it could really, really smack the industry badly. So we have to be certainly alert that that possibility could happen. On the other side, Bitcoin major holder Anthony Scaramucci appeared on Broadcast News yesterday, and he says that Bitcoin and Ethereum will see we'll see institutional investors enter the industry and buy them up this year. About 5% to 10%, he said, of institutional investors, which will cause Bitcoin to go to 100,000. He's not the only person who says that. Here's the problem, is that this type of situation where, and this is my opinion is that this type of situation where you're trying to gauge risk, and one of the risk factors is a country which you have no way to gauge the risk for, it's very hard to gauge the risk. Institutional investors or brokerage companies or banks don't want to go into an investment instrument like a cryptocurrency or coin if they can't gauge the risk of what the Chinese government's going to do. If the Chinese government is going to absolutely smash the market every 3 days with a very bad policy that hurts the industry, you can't gauge that risk. I can't gauge the risk. You can't gauge the risk. They can't gauge the risk. So Scaramucci's comments may be positive and very assuring, but that's when you don't have these outside influences that you cannot predict whatsoever what's going to happen. So understand, Saturday's usually an up day, and we may have an update tomorrow, but I think this market still has 10% more to go down. Remember, if Bitcoin stays under 35,000 for any prolonged time, or Ethereum stays under 2,500 for any prolonged time, you don't want to buy. In this recording, I went over the coins that I'd still recommend for you to buy, but look at those charts. And yes, I got 2 shows per day, and this could change. This could change by tomorrow morning. So join me tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm live on air. It's a new show. And then evenings tomorrow evening. 2 new shows every day. It's a changing market, and you need someone on top of the price points for you as well. Let's check back on those coins and the coins that I recommend for you to try to buy. Not yet and not tonight, but when the market reaches the bottom. Polygon, Cardano, Aave, KUSAMA, Solana, and Synthetic. And you know how it's sort of obvious to say it, but I have to also say it, is that you should absolutely buy Ethereum if Ethereum drops into the 1,500 or the 1,600 or the 1,700. I mean, yeah, of course you're going to buy it. Why would you not? Why would you not buy Bitcoin if it drops, to 29,000, or something ridiculously low like that? Because you're just going to put money into it and just put it away and not look at it for 5 years, and you'll come back to it in 5 years and you'll have a very nice return on your money. So thank you for joining me on this big recording tonight. Always stay positive. Always stay focused. I don't want you to miss a single video across the board. Stay informed, stay focused. Make sure you subscribe. Help this channel go to #1. Share this video on Facebook, Reddit, Instagram. It really helps. All the different platforms. Tell people to come on over. Subscribe. Jump into the live chat as well, where I interact and ask you questions. Which coin? What date? I answer questions around the clock. I love it, and I love the community. Also, like this video. Stay informed, stay focused, keep on smiling, and stay with LALATE for more.